Hey everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see, today is Thursday, July the 2nd. Good morning, good morning. Let's see if we are live. Let me see here. Yep, looks like we are live. Yay, this is getting easier. It's getting easier. I'm finding the little tweaks that can make life easier as we wait to get up to that 50 subscriber mark so that I can use the YouTube app. So I found Streamlabs, and that seems to be working really great right now. It lets you see this amazing view out here. So I'm at a different location. I don't think you guys have ever seen this location before. But let me back up and say a quick good morning and who am I and all of that stuff. So, who am I? My name is Faith, and I am nobody special. I love it. I am just a person who has been through a ton of crap, and because I've been through a ton of crap, I know what it feels like to have to go through stuff alone. And I don't want that for anyone else. It's bad enough that I went through a lot of things that were hard, and I went through some of them feeling very, very alone, and I don't want anyone else to have to do that. So here we are at Curing Connections with Faith. The idea is that we're going to build a channel here where those of us who have been through stuff show up, and we be a shoulder to lean on, a listening ear, so that whoever else shows up that might be hurting or carrying something really hard and walking through something that feels overwhelming has someone that says, you're not going to do this alone, right? We are going to sit here and we're going to walk with you no matter what you might be going through today. So, whatever it is, whatever that looks like, some days are really great, some days are harder than others. And so we're just going to be here and we're going to hang out and we're going to do life together. That's what we're doing here. So welcome. Thank you so much for watching. And we are going to get to the live stream. And guess what, guys? I have nothing prepared to say to you today. So here we are. I'll tell you a little bit about where we are. So I had my heart attack in 2019. I've mentioned that on the channel before. For 2 years after that, from 2019 to July of 2021, I was in and out of the hospital trying different things. I switched cardiologists after about 6 months of my first cardiologist not helping. And finally, my next cardiologist said, let's try stents, let's try this, let's try that. So in and out of the hospital, I went, and to be honest, nothing was helping. So the cardiologist said, well, the final thing that we can try, our last ditch attempt, sorry, someone's going to go by on their golf cart real quick. Give them a second, here they come. There they go. Okay, so we did the open heart surgery, which was going to be the be-all and end-all to fix me, right? And instead of fixing me, yes, I believe my heart in itself is stronger maybe than it was, but the extra complications that came as a result of that surgery, mainly the PTSD, was not cool and has been so much to deal with and has literally been life-changing for me. You know, had to give up my house. My daughter was not able to live with me. Lots and lots of grief and loss and depression, all of it I have walked through in the last 5 years. And I can say that I have come out this side stronger and more thankful and more at peace than I have ever been in my entire life. I used to be so type A, guys. So type A. And my son would say to me, you gotta chill out, Mom, you gotta chill out. And this whole health journey, if it has done anything, it has beaten that type A out of me because so many things were beyond my control, right? When your body is freaking out and not listening and not doing what it's supposed to, you have no control over that. And you just have to learn to live with it, right? I don't control when my body decides it's going to have a panic attack. I try to limit exposure to things that I know might cause a panic attack, like being places like this. So I spend a lot of my time being able to see the water, being outside. That's what I love. That's what brings me the most peace and comfort and joy. Here's another car going to go by in just a second. Sorry. Here they go. Okay, so this place is near where my son and daughter-in-law used to have an apartment. They don't live in this area anymore. But this place got me through so many hard times. So after we lost our house, we moved, the kids moved here. Essentially, we did, because I followed along in my van, and I spent a lot of nights in their parking lot trying to figure out van life and figure out my new life. And I would come here. This is one of the places that I would come here to hang out and spend time and just be peaceful. And normally, they have this beautiful fountain, which is right behind the pole, which you cannot see now, right behind the pole right there. But the fountain isn't on today. So my morning started super early. Like at 6, I was up and out the door, getting my daughter going because she wanted to go to a friend's house today and do some baking. So that was cool. But that meant a 45-minute drive one way, and then I still had all the stuff that I wanted to accomplish too, right? I was able to go to Mass at a beautiful chapel. I've never been there before, but it was lovely. It was really beautiful. And then I just came here. It was on my way, and then I'm going to do the live stream, and then after the live stream will be probably my final birthday celebration. So Sunday was my 50th birthday, and I had an amazing day celebrating with my children, and we had a wonderful painting party. It was awesome. And so because last Thursday we didn't have a live stream, and I was going to the funeral and the celebration of life for my friend Maria, my other friend Libby and I did go out for lunch that day, but we didn't want to really mix, the celebration of Maria with the celebration of my birthday. So Libby said, hey, let's go out for lunch next Thursday, and we'll celebrate your birthday together. So that's something wonderful to look forward to. So yes, unbelievably, when I was thinking about where we should go to lunch, I found this taco place that I had never heard of before. It looks very interesting. It has vibrant Day of the Dead wall art, like huge murals that are super vibrant. So maybe I'll just make a little hello check-in when I get there, just to show you guys. But I am not really super adventurous. Libby is much more adventurous than I am. But I've been trying to branch out, and I asked her, have you been to this restaurant? And she said no. It's actually pretty close to her house. So we're going to go there, and we're going to check it out today. Unbelievably, my daughter has already been there, and she said it's pretty good. So we're going to go, and we're going to check it out, and I'll let you know how it goes. But for now, we are here, and we are going to enjoy this beautiful lake. we going to talk about today? The stream, I titled it, Keep On, Keepin' On. Because sometimes that's the best you can do in a situation, right? So I don't know what's going on in your life. You guys know I've been very open and honest about the loss and the grief that I've been experiencing in my life the last almost 4 weeks now. And it's been tough. And sometimes the best that you can do is to just wake up and show up and do the best you can. So that's what we're going to talk about today and what that looks like. And so if you are watching the replay and you want to leave a comment and let us know what's going on in your life and how you're keeping on, that would be really, really fantastic. The whole point of this channel is to be here to support each other. And so it's not just about me blabbing on and on and on and on. It's about us being together and communicating and sharing each other's load and walking together on the journey. So what things are you going through right now that you could use a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on? We're here for that. So let us know how we can help you. And another way, if you want to reach out, is my email. My Gmail account is just the same as the title of my YouTube channel, Caring Connections with Faith at Gmail. So you can always contact me there if you would like to. I am always available. I want to be available to be helpful. If I can be helpful in any way, I would love to do that. So, I guess what keep on keeping on means to me is that some days we feel really, really, really fantastic. Oh, another car is going to go by. Sorry. This spot, if I go forward where you won't see the cars, then I'm not in the shade. And then the van gets hotter and the phone gets hotter and it tries to overheat on me. So we're going to try not to let that happen. Okay, so emotions. Sometimes we wake up in the morning and we feel amazing. You know, there's mornings where we just pop out of bed and we are like on top of the world. And the day seems to go seamlessly and you're just filled with this amazing joy and you just sail right on through, right? And you just exude sunshine to people around you. And those days are awesome. And thankfully, I'm so thankful when I have those days. I'm so thankful. And you know what I've found? That even in the midst of the crap, I can have those days. I can choose to be peaceful and joyful in the midst of how I feel, what's going on around me. It should be that I'm learning to get to a place where, regardless of my feelings inside, I can still make a choice on how my actions and my outside is going to present to the world. And that's like hard, right? That's super, super hard because sometimes we don't feel like being nice. Like, perfect example, today I woke up to a text from my doctor's office that I had a bill waiting for me. And I should not have had a bill waiting because I went and I have insurance, actually 2 different insurance that they should have filed, and there should not have been a bill when I am on trying to live on my disability income every month. It's not easy. And so to get hit with unexpected bills that are not in the budget is patient portal to the billing department, and they'll get it taken care of, right? So I go into my portal and I try to send a message to the billing department, and there's an error. It doesn't work. I said, okay, well, we're not going to get frustrated. We can just keep trying. So I tried to send a message to the office staff. Error message. So long story short, every part of the portal message system is malfunctioning today, or this morning it was, when I tried to send the message about my bill. And I have always been a person who doesn't deal very well with conflict. I have a hard time with conflict. It's hard for me to not become stressed in the midst of a conflict, even if I know that it probably will end okay. Just it's hard for me to knowingly walk into something that has the potential to be stressful. So I didn't want to call them. I just wanted to send the message and let them figure it out and be done. I definitely did not want to call people. I don't like to call people because then I can't control what's going on in the conversation, right? So I didn't want to call, but I had to because I wasn't about to pay the bill either. So I give them a call and I reach the billing department. And the lady was at first a little bit testy. And at first I tried explaining to her that, I didn't authorize the tests that they were charging me for. And she said, well, technically you did authorize them. You just didn't realize you authorized them because when we do a test for this one thing, then we do all these other 4 things too. So yes, you do technically owe this bill. Okay. And then I said, okay, so you billed that bill to my one insurance, but did you bill it to my secondary insurance too, so that they'll cover now this remainder of the bill? Oh, she said, well, that's not my fault. The lab, blah, blah, blah. And so she totally took the blame and cast it onto the lab and said, this is not my problem. I said, well, I totally understand that this is not really a you problem, but you are the person that has the power to help me fix it. So please, can you do that for me? And I'm trying to stay calm and I'm trying to stay relaxed in the conversation and not get panicked because I don't want to pay this bill. And so finally she says, yeah, I can do that. Totally, I can do that. No problem. Right? Okay, good. So it ended well that she's going to reach out to the lab and ask them why they didn't charge my secondary insurance that should cover that copay. So yeah, but it had the potential to be a very stressful event. And I had to choose to walk into that potentially stressful situation and trust her that she could handle the situation and trust myself that I didn't need to have a panic attack. So it turned out really, really amazing. But in the moment, I was a little fearful and a little anxious. So I just had to do it, right? That's what I keep telling myself, and I've been telling myself this for years and years and years. Just do the next right thing. I try to live by that when I feel overwhelmed, in good times or bad times. I try to just keep that in the foremost of my mind, that I don't have to think about all the rest of it right now. I just have to think about one thing. What is the next right thing that I need to do in this moment? And then go from there. Oh man, guys, the heavens green is right over there. Let me see if I can show you. Right over. You probably can't see it very well on the camera, but I can see it. So awesome. It's so it's bursting green. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully, I don't have a resolution yet. She said she's going to reach out to the lab and ask them to charge that. Another car going by, sorry. She's going to ask them to charge it, and then hopefully that bill will get resolved. So we'll see. We're just now waiting. And sometimes keeping on looks like waiting, right? I had a situation in the last couple days with my partner that has chosen to walk away from our relationship. And my heart has said up until now, absolutely not. You are not allowed to walk away, right? Like my heart just could not accept that he was making the choice that was good for him in his mind, that he needed to do something different, and that did not involve me. That something new that he's going to do does not involve me. So I spent a lot of hours grieving and moving through all of those stages of grief, and I finally had to come to a place of acceptance, which happened on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. They all run together all the days. When you sit here and just enjoy this beautiful view, your days kind of run together. So I had to come to a place of acceptance where I said, basically, I just sent him a message that said, you know what? I accept where you're at. I wish you all the best. And I pray that you find the peace and the joy and the love that you're looking for. And I think it was a little bit of a shock for him to get that message because he's used to me scrambling, right? Trying desperately, that little bit of type A left in me scrambles for control in the midst of the pain. You're trying to find a spot that you can anchor into and make the pain go away. And instead, I chose to sit in the pain and accept his needs and honor his intentions, which doesn't feel good to me. You know, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good. And so now I'm keeping on with waiting because I am in a season of change and transition that I don't know what life looks like. You know, I had a plan. I was going to be in this relationship and we were going to get married and this was my life, right? So the last 2 years has been on a trajectory that now that trajectory is gone. And I don't know what life looks like anymore. And I don't want my life to look like this, really. You know, if I'm being really honest and real, I want him to wake up one morning and say, wow, you know what, I was totally wrong. And I want to be with you, and I love you, and you're the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. And that's, you know, more than likely wishful thinking. It definitely is not my reality today. So today, I am looking at a very different reality, and sometimes in those days where you're looking at a different reality that you didn't plan on, the best thing that you can do and the only thing you can do is just keep on and sit. And sometimes that's the thing that is the hardest, is just sitting and doing nothing, or what appears to be doing nothing. And that has been the thing that has brought me the most joy, is learning to be still. The Bible says to be still and know that I am God. It's a Bible verse. that I love. But it's not easy to sit and do nothing, quote unquote. We're sitting and doing nothing. See? It's hard. It's not easy in this world of go, 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 noise, 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 TikTok, 30-second soundbite. It's not easy to just sit and breathe and be quiet and listen to what's coming would come to you in the silence. Another card, sorry. So maybe that's the lesson of today, to listen in the silence. I don't know. I don't know what you need today. I don't know what you need to hear. I don't know what you're going through. But I do know that you don't have to go through it alone. I think there's something even in the great happy days. Sometimes joy and happiness can be overwhelming, especially especially it can still be stressful. Even good things can be stressful. And just being able to really step back in those moments that are even overwhelmingly good, and just sit and breathe and really just soak up the moment. So I guess, maybe that's the thing today, that keep on keeping on and learning that can just mean being still and being quiet and listening to what the universe is trying to say to you. And who knows what that will look like for you, who knows what that'll look like for the people around you, how that will change your self from the inside out. This area is very, very busy. I don't remember it being busy, but it seems like everybody is out and about this morning. So many cars. We're going to keep that in mind. Maybe this is not a good place to do the live stream. But it was on the way, because after this, I'm going to hop into Planet Fitness, and I'm going to have a shower, and I'm going to sit in the massage chair, and I'm thinking about a long time ago, like probably 2017, I used to do the red light therapy room, and I used to love that. I don't know if it did any good. Have any of you tried the red light therapy room that they have at Planet Fitness? You stand in the booth, and they have a red light come on, and then the floor is a plate actually that jiggles. So I guess in the olden days, the women used to have put their butts on this belt or something, and it supposed to jiggle the fat off of you. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's the concept, that the plate jiggling tones your body or something. I don't know. So I don't know if I can do that with my heart or not. I should do some more research, because I really used to love that red light therapy room. I don't know if I can go in there with my PTSD or not. I mean, I do go, I go into the bathroom, But I don't normally just stay in the bathroom forever either, because I know that I'm in there for like to do a certain thing and then I get out really fast. I don't ever linger in the bathroom. I don't like look at myself in the mirror or do any of that stuff. I like go to the bathroom. Ooh, that's a beautiful husky. You guys probably cannot see that beautiful husky that just walked past. Wow, so beautiful. Oh, there she goes. See? You can't see because the bushes were in the way. So sorry. Okay, so that's what I have planned next is definitely a shower and a massage. So that's what I'm going to do for my keeping on today. I wonder what your keeping on looks like. So today, our live stream is going to be shorter because I'm going to go get ready to have lunch with my friend Libby. Oh, maybe you can see now. Can you? Probably not. It's probably too far. Yeah, can't see the husky. Anyway, so I don't know if anything that I have said has meant something to you, but if it has, I'm so glad. And if you could help me help others by joining our community, subscribing to the channel, and if you could like the show, that helps. It helps the YouTube algorithm get me out to more people, the more people that like my videos. So we got to do all the things to try and get this foundation set, because that's what we're doing right now. We're building a foundation here that hopefully in the coming months, years, days will be helpful for people that are going through stuff that need someone to walk with them. So if you could like and subscribe and do all the things, that would be awesome. I am going to sign off for today, and we'll figure out what we're going to talk about on Thursday. You know what I should talk about? I should just tell you guys, and I probably should, maybe in the comments, I'll put a picture. But did you guys see the couple that climbed the Empire State Building yesterday? That was amazing, right? That was so, so awesome. And let me find them real quick, and I'll tell you about them because it was awesome. It was so great, and then I can put it in the chat. So I need the couple that climbed. Okay, they just did it yesterday, and they had a beautiful message to share with the world. So let's find them. Okay. Here's a couple climb to the top. This is ABC. Let's do this one. I think they got engaged up there, guys. Okay. Let's try this one. This is the Daily News. Let's see if we can. Yep. All right. Okay, so let's see. There's a video, and here there's pictures. I'm gonna post this article because the the message that they sent to the world was really cool. It was about love and how love always wins. So let me see. I'll put this link. Copy and put it in the chat. Here we go. Paste. Okay. Now let me see if I can find what message they and read it to you out loud so you can see it. Then if you don't want to look at the article, you don't have to. Okay. What was the message? Yeah. Okay, here's the message. All right, so let's end with this. When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I am going to actually watch, there's a documentary that they did on Netflix about the Skywalkers, this couple that do these crazy things. And I want to know more about them. So I'm going to watch the documentary. But yeah, let me know what you thought about that stunt, because they ended up getting arrested, and I think they've been let go now. But they're definitely going to face charges for stuff, because you can't just climb the Empire State Building, right? But their message, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace, is a message that we can take with us and that we can share and be that ripple today. So we're going to keep on keeping on today, and we are going to choose, no matter what is going on around us, to be who we are. Who we look in the mirror and we see we are loving, we are kind, we are caring, we are an island for those around us to come to and find peace. Let's try for that today. Okay? So that is me. And I hope that you have enjoyed something in this live stream today. If you watched to the end and you could just leave me a comment and say I made it all the way to the end, that would be awesome. I would love to hear from you. Again, if you want to reach out via email, caringconnectionswithfaith@gmail.com, sending you lots and lots and lots of love. And I'm going to head out, and I will catch you next Tuesday at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to sign off for now, sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Bye for now, guys. Take good care. Bye.